Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a very different type of video. I asked AI, I asked ChatGPT, what's the best way to stick to a New Year's resolution? It's February. I think maybe many of us have set some goals this year, and it comes the time around February, March where it starts to get easy to get off track, maybe lose a bit of motivation, almost forget about them entirely. Well, I've been doing okay with some of my goals and not so great with others, and I thought this would be a good chance for me to revisit my resolutions, to have a bit of accountability with you guys and sharing them with you, and also share the awesome advice that ChatGPT had to offer in regards to this question. It's incredible technology, and if you guys have any issues in life, type up a quick question. You'll be amazed at the kind of insight you can get. Well formulated answers with lots of great information from ChatGPT. The website is openai.com. I'll link to it down below. But let's see how this applies to New Year's resolutions, and it might help you guys get back on track with yours. And I'm hoping it'll help me kind of get a new wave of motivation and a bit of insight into how to stick to mine and revive my New Year's resolutions. If you like this new type of content, please let me know down in the comments. Smash the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments what are your New Year's resolutions and how these tips and pointers from ChatGPT maybe help you flesh out your resolutions, change them a bit, and help you get back on track. So let's dive right in. Here's what ChatGPT had to say about New Year's resolutions and how it applies to mine this year. So my 3 New Year's resolutions this year, the ones I'll focus on here anyways, are to monetize my YouTube channel. I'm getting there. You need 4,000 watch time hours in the past 12 months. I'm at about 3,000. So I'm getting there. It's a lot of work, but that's one of my goals for this year. Second is to exercise more, and the third one is to read more. So I'll get into more specifics as we go through ChatGPT's advice here, but those are the kind of overarching themes for me. So let's go through these different tips from ChatGPT and see how they apply to me. So the first thing I asked ChatGPT was, how can I keep a New Year's resolution? And I'm sure this is a question that some of you might ask yourselves as well. Well, the first thing I had to say was, make a specific and achievable goal. Instead of saying I want to lose weight, set a specific goal, such as I want to lose 10 pounds by June. Okay, so it gave us an example. So for me to monetize my YouTube channel, it's pretty specific. I just need to cross that barrier and hopefully get approved once I get there. I'm not sure what that'll entail. If I were to be a little more specific, I'm hoping I can get there by September. I think that would be reasonable if I stay consistent with 1 or 2 videos a week. So yeah, to break it down even more, it's like, okay, minimum 1 video a week. Ooh, accountability. I think that's one of the other tips coming up. Minimum 1 video a week. I'll try to keep consistent for you guys with lots of great musical content, and to achieve that monetization by September. That would be my goal in regards to YouTube. To exercise, I think I gotta say every day. Every day, maybe with 1 exception a week, to be specific here. So 6 times a week for 30 minutes minimum. I think that's a good kind of solid workout for me. So whether it's a 30-minute walk, home workouts, I have some weights and a chin-up bar and dip station, that kind of stuff. I enjoy that. Could be a yoga class, that kind of stuff. Minimum 30 minutes, 6 times a week. I think that's how I'd be more specific there. And to read, I struggle with being consistent with that one. I think a good goal for me would be like 3 times a week for 30 minutes of good quality reading, and that works best for me in the morning, probably before noon. So 3 times a week for 30 minutes of reading. Break it down into smaller steps, says ChatGPT. Identify smaller, manageable tasks that will help you reach your goal, such as going to the gym 3 times a week. Right, so for me here, it could be having 1 day a week that I commit to filming videos. I find that's the biggest hurdle for me to get set up to record. I enjoy editing and a bit more of the background stuff, but when it comes to actually sitting down to film, that's the biggest hurdle there. So that would be an important step. Like every Tuesday, for example, today is Tuesday during the day, I'm here home alone, my girlfriend's at work. It's a good day to sit down and record some content. Create a plan. Decide on a specific plan of action, including the steps you'll take and the resources you'll need. Yeah, great advice. So for me, again, the plan there with YouTube and being specific, I think that kind of sums it up. You know, one video a week, aim to monetize by September seems attainable. And then to track your progress. Keeping track of your progress can help you stay motivated and see how far you've come. So I've been eyeing my watch time hours on YouTube, and it's been ramping up, especially the last few months. So I'm hopeful, I'm excited. And then, I can track, for example, my weight. I'm looking to lose maybe 5 pounds this year. In terms of reading, maybe I could actually kind of chart or write down those 3 times a week, give myself a little grid with check marks or write in my agenda or something like that. I'll look into that, get more specific on that one. Find accountability. Consider enlisting a friend, family member, or coach to hold you accountable and keep you motivated. Well, accountability with you guys right here. I'm sharing exactly what my goals are, and I hope this will help me stay on track. This is very real, and I share them with my partner, and so that helps. And I've also have a group of friends that I've shared my resolutions with. So I think that accountability is huge. It makes it more real. If you just have a kind of a plan or a thought in your head, it's easy to get off track or to kind of let it slide. But when you're accountable, you're sharing it with the world. Maybe it's a Facebook post, maybe it's sharing your goals with your best friend or a family member. I think that definitely helps you stay committed to them. Celebrate successes. Celebrate each small victory along the way and reward yourself for staying on track. Okay, so a next milestone for me would be to get 400 watch time hours in a 28-day period. YouTube kind of breaks down the watch time in 28-day periods when you first look at your metrics. So I'm inching towards 400 there. Tell you what, when I get to 400, I'm going to treat myself to some takeout. We don't do that very often, but I'll order in. That's a good way to reward that one. And if I can read read 3 times a week for a month, I'll have to think of another reward for that one. But yeah, rewarding the sort of intervals or the small victories in regards to your larger goals is a great idea. Be flexible. Life can be unpredictable, so be flexible and adjust your plan as needed. Absolutely. So I know there might be some weeks where I don't get to upload as many videos, or the reading falls off track as it has for the past couple of weeks for me. So you got to forgive yourself and move on, and just get back on track. It's okay. It's okay if I missed a couple of weeks. I maybe only read once in the past 2 weeks, but I want to get back on it and do it regularly. No worries. Just get back on the horse. Stay positive, maintaining a positive attitude and focusing on the reasons why you made the resolution in the first place can help keep you motivated. Yeah. What are the reasons behind it? Well, the exercise, feel good, look good, lots of energy, confidence, all that kind of stuff. Energy levels throughout the day. And to read, when I can soak up that information, it really inspires me and gives me new insight into my goals. I love reading. By the way, I wanted to mention the books I've read recently are things like The Psychology of Money. I really liked this one, and Richer, Wiser, Happier. I'll link to these down below. These are awesome personal finance books. I really got a lot of value out of these. I'm a bit of a personal finance nerd. So I'd encourage you guys to check those out. Dopamine Nation by Anna Lemke. I've listened to a bunch of her interviews on the Huberman Lab and others. She's amazing, and this book, I got a lot out of this one. I'd highly, highly recommend Dopamine Nation. In this day and age where we're all, have these quick fixes, quick highs, whether it's from screen time or a drink in the evening or junk food, all this stuff is just so readily available. It's hard to avoid, and this book goes deep into that idea. And I just started reading Tools of Titans. So this is a brick, right? That's why I need to get more consistent with my reading so I can get through this. And one thing I'm trying to do with reading is take notes, to really read consciously and jot down the ideas. I read things to help me with social media or YouTube, to help me with personal finance. If I don't jot down the ideas, though, sometimes it's like in one ear, out the other. So that's part of my goal in terms of reading this year. Again, to be specific, is when I sit down for those 30 minutes, I want to write down some ideas as well. So that was the last point, to stay positive and think of the reasons behind your resolutions. Lastly, ChatGPT says, remember, change takes time and effort, so be kind to yourself and celebrate each small step in the right direction. Great, great reminders. I phrased the question differently, and I got one little paragraph. I'm going to read it to you guys because it's a really nice summary. I asked, what's the best way to stick to a New Year's resolution? And so the second time, ChatGPT answered, the best way to stick to a New Year's resolution is to set specific, achievable goals for yourself and to track your progress. It can also be helpful to share your goals with a friend or family member, or to join a support group or community of people who are working towards similar goals. So I might want to join like a Facebook group, or I've even been thinking about starting a kind of mastermind with other self-published authors and YouTubers. Might be very beneficial to me, for example, to get more ideas and stay on track. And surround yourself with people that are in have similar challenges and in the same boat. It's important to be patient with yourself and to remember that it takes time to develop new habits. If you slip up, don't get discouraged. Just get back on track as soon as possible. Finally, try to reward yourself when you make progress towards your goals, as this can help to motivate you to continue working towards them. So a nice summary there. I got a lot of value out of these ideas from ChatGPT. I hope you got some value out of this video. It's a very different style for me. Let me know if you liked it, and maybe share in the comments down below what are your resolutions and how these kinds of tips from ChatGPT maybe influenced you. Maybe if it's just applying only one or two of them to flesh out your resolutions, what was the result for you? How did you change or improve your resolutions? Okay, I hope you got some motivation. I hope you get back on track with your resolutions as well. I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching. Click the thumbs up if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Subscribe for tons more beginner ukulele content and some more creative out-of-the-box videos like these. I hope you liked it. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.